Hey up YouTube, welcome back and welcome in to Phasmophobia, where today we are on the last part of the basic guide to the ghost abilities and tells, and today we're going to be covering the last 6 ghosts, which are the Raiju, the Obake, the Mimic, the Moroi, the Deogen and the Thaye. We'll be going through all their basic tells and abilities, so that you can hopefully be able to spot them before you get the evidence, should you choose to go with no evidence runs. Don't forget, we are on Twitch, and we do a bit of Phasmo live hunting as well. So drop in, say hello, say from YouTube. Also, if you like this, please leave a comment. Tell us how you've got on with this beginner series. Have you managed to get any of the ghosts without using the evidence? Definitely interested to find out. Let us know in the comments. Also, if you like this, please drop us a like and a subscription as well. It does help and is very much appreciated. But without further ado, let's jump in. Let's see what ghosts we can give you. Okay, the Raiju room found. Raiju can be a little bit tricky. Normally spawns at 50%. However, it can spawn at 65, I think it is. If you have stuff down, we got orbs. So the usual is to put the old electronics down, and that gives the Raiju the opportunity to spawn at 65%. So if you don't use anything electronic in the room, then it will be down at 50%. EMF 5 and dots as well. Straight in with the 3 evidence. It's quite a quick one as well, or can be near the electronic equipment. Usual, just a quick check for Mimic, just in case, you never know. When the orbs show up, always check for the Mimic.
A few moments later.
So the Raiju has a longer reach on the electronics as well, 15 meters, rather than the standard 10. You'll be able to hear it speed up as well when it goes near our equipment. And then as soon as it's out of range again, it goes back down. There we go. So that's why we put the... I genuinely don't have any idea. That's why we put the spirit box there, so we could hear the speed up again. So it would have sped up in the kitchen, in the dining room, slowed right down, and then sped up again when it came to the spirit box. That's the way to tell the old Raiju, other than orbs, EMF 5 and your dots. I don't quite know why the heartbeat's still going. Whoops.
Welcome back.
Raiju. Now the Obake. Obake's quite an interesting one, actually. It has the pretty cool handprints. It's the only ghost with 6 fingers on the UV. So it's an instantly recognizable one if you do get the UV. Oh, orbs. Got the orbs already. It's also a shapeshifter as well. It's the only ghost that shapeshifts during a hunt. It only does it for 1 flash, bit of UV. Does only do it for the 1 flash. So you've got to be eyes on with it. But it is, if you see it, it can be quite obvious. There we go, 6 fingers as well. Obake is the only ghost to leave this 6-fingered handprint. Yeah, one thing about the Obake as well, it can make UV disappear twice as fast. So it's worth checking your settings, whatever you've got it on, and seeing if Okay, I had to slow that one down there. You may want to play that again. That was it shape-shifting. It was really, really quick. Only does it once per hunt. Unless, of course, they've changed it recently. But yeah, it's a good one. It's instantly recognisable. It also does, it has the opportunity to not leave UV. So it's definitely worth trying with UV if you think it might be an Obake. The chances are it will show up a handprint, but sometimes the footprints go missing. So definitely worth not ruling it out if you don't get footprints straight away. But yeah, the shape-shifting is pretty cool. So there you go, the Obake, EMF 5, Ultraviolet and Ghost Orbs. Now the Mimic. Mimic is pretty damn cool. Annoying, but can be pretty cool as well. So effectively, I've been banging on for God knows how long about always checking for the Mimic. The Mimic has the 4 bits of evidence. So there's the orbs. But it also has 3 other bits: Spirit Box, UV and Freezing. The orbs are classed as the 4th bit. The orbs as well do show up even if you're in a 0 evidence run investigation. So if you happen to be doing the gold trophy Apocalypse 3, then you walk in a room, if you can get near the room obviously. If you walk in there and it has orbs in there, it is a Mimic. No questions, no ifs, no buts, it is a Mimic. We've got UV as well now.
Hello, how old are you? Where are you? Don't throw things at me.
Close to bustling.
Ooh, blimey.
Spirit Box. And lastly, Freezy Temps. Bob on. Mimic is the only ghost to have 4 bits of evidence. Orbs is the 4th, meaning that even in a no evidence investigation, orbs will always show up. It's a good one if you can get them. It's in no evidence. It's insta tell. So the Mimic actually copies the behaviour, including the speeds of Mimic ghosts, and presents itself at that. It will change anywhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. So it could be like anything up to 2 minutes. It could be a poltergeist. Then for the next 2 minutes, it could be a Mimic. A yokai. Then it could be a shade. So you can go from absolutely wild throwing around as a polty right to a shade. It kind of gives it away a bit, but you never know really if it's wandered off or just gone quiet. So Mimics are a good one. Definitely worth checking for that 4th bit of evidence. Moroi. So the Moroi, it likes to curse players, not in a swearing way. If you hear it through the parabolic mic...
How old are you? Where are you? Are you old? Are you young? Do you like cheese? Are you friendly? Are you going to kill me? You want to talk to me? Are you going to write in the book?
An elderly victim.
Elderly victim, thank you. Goodbye.
Interrupted by myself there. Spirit Box. So yeah, if you hear the voice through the parabolic mic, then it can put a curse on you, which means your sanity drains twice as fast. Now, I believe it is the Spirit Box as well, but I've never really found it to do it quite as bad as the parabolic. So if you're going to test for it, I would definitely use the parabolic. Damn ghost moved as well. Right at the very end, it decided to move. Freezy temps on the Moroi. So, yeah, the Moroi is one for the lower your sanity, the faster it becomes. So, normal speed. Moroi places a curse on the player when heard through the spirit box or parabolic. Causes sanity to drain twice as fast. So, what we do is go and sit in a room with a candle, a torch, or you can have the light on as well, but often it can be just easier to grab one of these. You sit there for a little bit. A minute or two.
A few moments later.
The reason for this is that when you're sat by a candle, the sanity shouldn't drain. But as you can see, we have been drained. So, yeah, surefire way to test the Moroi. And the speed as well, it is crazy fast, 3.7 meters a second. When it has line of sight and your sanity is low. Otherwise, it's just slightly slower than standard. Yeah, crazy fast ghost. So the Dio. Deogen is...
How old are you?
Oh,
Where are you?
interrupted.
Are you friendly?
Spirit box. So yeah, the Deogen
Right
dot.
in the book.
Right in the book. Right in the book.
Young, I'd say.
Apparently you can hear heavy breathing
Did
through
you
the
die?
spirit box. But I'm not sure I ever have. So, but apparently it is there.
How did you die?
You got to be within a meter of the ghost as well. So it's a bit of potluck. Spirit box, dots, and there we go. The old ghostwriting confirms the Dio. So a Deogen is actually a good one for kiting round places. If we listen, it is crazy fast to start with. It's 3 meters a second. As soon as it gets to the player, it slows to 1 meter a second. The dangerous thing with the Dio is that you do have to walk it out. You cannot hide from a Dio. It will find you and it will kill you. It is one. Even if you're in a hiding spot, doesn't matter. It knows where you are. The Dio always has the line of sight, so can kill you. Definitely worth thinking about. At 1 meter a second, you should be able to walk it anyway, and it does get the incense blindness as well, so you can walk through it, providing you've got a smudge stick. Spirit box, dots, and ghost writing.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Okay, so the Thaye. The Thaye is another super fast ghost. Crazy fast. It doesn't have line of sight speed up. There's only 3 ghosts. That is the Thaye, the Deogen, and the Hantu. None of those have line of sight speed up. So you are just dealing with what it is. We've got some orbs. So yeah, it is a super fast ghost. Interesting fact, if you've played with the Ouija board, if at the very beginning you ask the Ouija board the age of the ghost, it will come back and say something along the lines of, say, 15. If you ask it a few minutes later, 5 minutes later, it will age. It will say 30 or 40, and then it will go up to 85 if you keep in the room. Thaye is the only ghost to age over time as long as the player is nearby. At its youngest, it's 2.5. We'll have 7.5. We'll have a listen. It's actually mid-range, that. This isn't its fastest speed. I must have spent a little bit too long in the room. I should have maybe come in with 0 sanity or drained my sanity and not gone too close to the room. But obviously, you never know which ghost it is when I was trying to do these. But it does slow down over time. So this is still older, but it's not slow. You could hear the difference slightly. But yeah, it will slow down to the speed that you heard the Deogen at. If you carry on staying in there, it will go super slow. So it goes crazy fast, and then if you're in for a period of time, hanging about in the ghost room, it will slow right down. Again, it's a good way to confirm a Thaye without actually having to be chased by it, provided you can get a hiding spot. Ghost writing, orbs, and dots. There you go, that's the Thaye. Okay, that's it. That is the last part. The Raiju, the Obake, the Mimic, the Moroi, the Dio, and the Thaye. Some fairly obvious ghosts in there with their abilities and tells, some not so obvious. So hopefully you have enjoyed this series. Do appreciate it if you watched it. Don't forget you can bookmark it, forward it, share it, all that malarkey. Pass it on to anyone else that it may be of benefit, that type of thing, you know what I mean. Take it easy then. Have a good rest of your time zone. See you later. Goodbye.